Hey Ascenters, how are you? Longing to get this live video off the ground, and it's been great, the growth so far. We've got Rabbi Mo's awesome hangout, and we've got Rabbi Tillis doing a story. This is a different series. It'll come out every Sunday. Totally doable Tanya, 2 minutes of Tanya. Down to earth, practical. Let me give you a quick intro, and I'll give you the first episode. It's got to be quick, brief, to the point, focused, and it's got to move us. But one of the challenges of Tanya is not just translating into English, but translating it into practical words. I like, my background is psychology, and the greatest book on psychology really is Tanya, but I like using psychology and practical examples to show how it's practical. And this series is really the answer. Welcome aboard. This series is the answer to what a lot of people say is that, hey, Tanya's a nice book, but just doesn't speak to me, and that's a problem. It's painful, but I take it as a personal mission to help people see how this book is really powerful and it speaks to us and it's meaningful. So that's the goal with the series, totally doable Tanya. That's our goal, that's the intro. And let me say over today's quick point. Please feel free to use the comments, let me know what you think, topics you want to hear covered, chapters that are difficult for you, ideas in Tanya that are difficult for you. Let me know, use those comments. We listen, we read, we respond. Okay. Today's episode, besides the intro, today's episode is called You Are Too. One of the major messages that the Tanya wants to share with us is to teach us how to see ourselves, to teach us how to understand who is me, what's my psyche, my psychology. And the answer to that is that you are two, you're not one. And a lot of people struggles in the times of the Alter Rebbe, but it's a human, mankind across the face of the earth issue is who is this me? And we have very competing drives. Is there two different angels on either shoulder? This kind of stuff. And it's really that I am two complete personages. I am two whole psychologies. There is this more animalistic soul, which is more base, pleasure-driven, more fearful and insecure, anxious. We picked up a lot of stuff in childhood, and those messages are part of that soul. And it has its own idea about what we should think, speak, and act. There's this other side of us, which is godly, which seeks a deep relationship with the Creator, has its own ideas about what to think, speak, and do. It's crazy about Torah and mitzvahs because that connects us to the Creator. And its job is to work together with that animal soul here in the body, because that godly soul doesn't speak body. It can't move the left arm and put on the tefillin. The animal soul does. But it's to begin to see myself as two. I can tell you for myself, in the world of psychology, there is no technique out there in psychology that is successful that cannot be explained according to Tanya. If you doubt it, use the comments, ask me about something, a technique, and I'll show you how it is. But this is what the Alter Rebbe is out to teach us, and it's a major, fundamental core idea, is that you are not one, you are two. He discusses it in chapter, I believe it's 27, where you see a person gets all upset, how could I have negative thoughts? And he says, well, you're not a tzaddik. You haven't eradicated that animalistic part of yourself. So naturally you have these two sides. And this is the new approach, that we will have very profound, holy, amazing thoughts. And at other times we have pretty lowly thoughts. But that's not a knockout. That's not the end of the story. There's a duality that's within me. And the goal, the long-term goal, the idea of the Beinoni is that how much thought, speech, and action do you have in a day? Well, these two parts and these two psychologies, which I could fully be the more animalistic, I could fully be the godly, but the two of them are duking it out, for control of thought, speech, or action. So today, my thinking and my speaking and my doing was just a little bit more in line and in harmony and expressive of the godly component within me, that godly aspect of myself. Then I had a great day, and I'm succeeding. And so this is try it again, take a look at Tanya, but this is a huge message, a huge chiddush, a novelty that the Alter Rebbe, the author of the Tanya, is trying to explain. So it's to begin to see yourself as two, as these two different aspects and dimensions. Anyway, enjoy. That was the first episode. We are launched. Use the comments. Let me know what you think of this idea that you are two and not one. And let us know other ideas that you want to hear covered. If you have an idea for a video series also, let us know. Those comments are there for a reason. Use them. Thanks for tuning in. It was great having you. And we will speak more soon.